Near side, Tavik here in pursuit, lost the blue. Blue with a backhand feed, ending captain Kyler. Kyler back to the point, Kyler waits, pulls, shoots off the post. I don't know how that went in. EJ trying to get this one down low, Kyler looking to pull the pieces of the puzzle apart. EJ gets a piece of that one, 10 seconds remain, tries to get the step on Kyler, down the near side wall, just wasn't fast enough with it. Kyler out to blue, shooting, scoring! And that one goes off the far side post.
Alright, so this is going to be my tutorial, how to deke or how to 3 part 1. It is part 1 because there's more to 3ing than deking. There is passing and there is shooting and making plays. That is the point of how to 3, but to be able to do these things, you need to be able to get the puck. So I'm going to go through these 3 things, what they mean, but you can see them on screen here. We have finesse and control, we have a boost management, and we also have this nice diagram of the circles. I will explain it all very clearly, but if you want to be that guy, this video is going to be for you. Alright, so it might seem like we're going to need a ton of mechanical skill to do anything with the puck, and it is true that you're going to need some of it. The reality is you really need one main mechanic, and what that is a proper cut. We recognize if you're doing something like this, where I'm taking the puck one way, lifting my stick, and then stopping, it cuts and you stop in place with the puck, and that can be tricky. You have to react to somebody doing that, but it's kind of tough to do a proper cut without moving your stick, because you have to get the stick over the puck to actually stop the puck. But what we can try and do is if we use a bit of stick movement, I can go into the puck, move the stick, and then quickly just move over. And you can do as slowly as you need to, and you can sort of follow a circle, like a semicircle, and then you'll always be able to stop whenever you want. And this is going to be a very important thing, and it's really the only mechanic you need. So as long as you can sort of do a semicircle and stop like this whenever you want on both sides, you're going to be able to do a lot of the concepts. Pretty much everything you're going to need is everything you're going to need in this video tutorial. One more thing, just make sure that if you're going one direction, no matter how you cut, you want to stop and then boost. If you do not stop before you boost, you're just fighting against the momentum you already have, so you won't be able to make as quick of an acceleration, and that's going to be an issue if a defender knows to stop and change direction a little bit quicker. Alright, so if there was somebody trying to defend me, and their strategy of defending was to mimic what I'm doing and sort of react to what I'm doing, and I were to boost one direction, you can see that the second you boost, you start counting up into another boost. Even if you use your second boost, it'll save the progress from their first. So what that means is that any time it takes for them to react from my first boost to their first boost, whatever their reaction time is on that one move, I'm going to have on them in getting my boost back. So if I boost this way, then boost this way, I'm going to get it whatever time it took for them to react. I got that third boost a little bit quicker than them because they would have to react to what I'm doing. I'm going to try and get a clip of me just absolutely stealing somebody's ankles using this. Alright, let's pay attention to the guy in the bottom right here. One boost just used, and then he's going to come down, second boost used, and I just blow straight past him. Alright, so this is going to be the actual explanation for the circles. So the circles is a very simple concept. So a perfect defender is going to realize, oh look, all I have to do as a defender is stay in between the attacker and the goal. This is your circle. This is how far you can move, right? This is your circle as an attacker. And let's say the attacker wants to go here, try and take a shot like that. As the attacker, you'd have to travel this distance. But as a defender, to get in the way, you'd only have to travel this distance. Right? Makes sense. Seems very simple. But something that you can take advantage of is that people aren't perfect. So this perfect defender will just get here, and you'll be here. But there's a number of things you can do to try and take advantage of people like this. Let's say this guy is really dead set on trying to be this close to me so that I don't have space to do anything. I can boost, right, one direction, and then he has to then make a decision on what direction to boost. If he follows the circle, right, what happens is that I, as the red player, see that he's following the circle, and I have time to react to cut back here. And why this is significant, if you look at where red started and then where red ended up, he's a little bit closer. And you can imagine if you do this over and over again, red comes over here, blue's like, okay, I'm going to follow this to stay in between. And then red's like, okay, boom. Blue's like, that's annoying, right? I don't have enough space on this diagram, but you get the idea. You can slowly ladder your way up to get closer to the net. You're able to do this because of the things we discussed earlier with being able to change directions as quickly as you can and being able to use your boost so that they're not even able to come back at the right time. But there's going to be obviously times people don't want you to just do that, and they'll either double team you, but in most cases, the person is to be right next to you is going to try and actually come towards you. They're going to want to close that distance. But what you need to realize is that the closer they are to you, the less time they have to react if you move really quick. So it's risky. So when they're coming towards you, you're going to have to make a move to actually get past them, and you have the speed on your side. Anything quick is going to be good here. And if you want to just look at red, he's going down like this. So now if red is going up like this, and if we count boost, right? So you started here, use one boost to go here, stopped, use the other boost to go here, right? If he's trying to cut you off here, you've only used one boost to go here, so then you just cut back, and he has no way of stopping you. If you want to practice, you can go against bots, and 1v3 is good, but there's no point in doing more. It's probably better just to play real games, but for this demonstration, it's very good if you don't want to just completely throw your rank and have everybody hate you because you have no idea what you're doing. So if you have this basic understanding that you can practice from the bots of using the cutting, using the circles, and you don't necessarily use the boost, but it is the same idea. It's just the difference that bots are going to react to is just your momentum, but real people are going to recognize that you're using boost and they're going to mimic that. So cutting is the exact same thing. It's just people are going to pay attention to your boost.
Here in the first period of action, finding his way over to Bango. Bango, nice play. Oh my goodness. Broke my ankles and I'm sitting in a chair. What a beautiful Deke. What a beautiful dangle. It's an open